Good evening. I am the Sleepy Doctor, and tonight I invite you to journey with me into a land unlike any other. A continent so vast, so remote, so impossibly cold that it seems almost otherworldly. We are going to explore Antarctica, the forbidden continent. Imagine a place where the sun disappears for months, leaving everything in darkness, where shadows stretch across endless plains of ice, and silence reigns over a frozen wilderness that no human voice can fully conquer. Here, in this frozen expanse, nature rules without compromise. Mountains pierce the sky, cloaked in glaciers older than civilization itself. Storms rage with a fury that can swallow the strongest explorer in minutes. And beneath the ice, secrets lie waiting, untouched for millennia. Antarctica is more than ice and snow. It is a guardian of mysteries, a vault of history, a stage for tales both real and imagined. And tonight we step carefully onto this ancient stage, where the wind whispers stories of explorers lost, of strange formations, of life that refuses to die, and of enigmas humanity is only beginning to glimpse. Take a deep breath. Let the cold, invisible wind of imagination brush across your skin, and let your mind drift with me over ice, over mountains, over oceans, toward the heart of the forbidden continent. The first thing you notice about Antarctica is its vastness. Nothing prepares you for the immensity of ice. It stretches for millions of square kilometers, covering mountains, valleys, and plains. From the sky, it looks like a glittering white ocean. But beneath that dazzling surface lies an empire of cold, silent power. Glaciers here are not mere rivers of ice. They are slow, creeping giants, some hundreds of meters thick, moving imperceptibly, yet with unstoppable force. They carve valleys, crush rocks, and slowly shape the land over thousands of years. Standing at the edge of one of these glaciers, you feel the weight of time itself, and the fragility of everything you thought permanent. The Antarctic mountains rise like frozen fortresses. The transantarctic range stretches across the continent, jagged and imposing, with peaks that vanish into clouds, their tops always hidden, their secrets always just beyond reach. Even summer barely softens them. The wind here is relentless, slicing through clothing, cutting into exposed skin, leaving no corner untouched. And then there is the ice sheet, the great unbroken white mantle that covers nearly the entire continent. It is so massive that it holds around 70% of the world's freshwater, trapped in frozen silence, waiting as if the earth itself is holding its breath. Underneath, scientists have discovered valleys, mountains, and lakes that have been hidden for millions of years. Some of these lakes have never seen sunlight, their waters untouched, mysterious, teeming with life that exists nowhere else. The climate is merciless. Temperatures plummet to unimaginable lows, often below -80 degrees Celsius. In winter, darkness lasts for months. The sun does not rise, leaving a landscape of stars reflected on ice. It is a world designed for endurance, for resilience, for those who understand the raw power of nature. And yet, Antarctica is not entirely silent. Storms sweep across the plains with shrieking wind and driving snow. Blizzards move faster than a person can run, burying tents, crushing supplies, and erasing tracks in moments. The ice groans, cracks, and shifts, producing sounds that echo like the earth itself is speaking. At night, the auroras dance across the sky, ribbons of green, purple, and gold, as if the heavens themselves are watching, warning, or welcoming. But even amidst this inhospitable wilderness, there is life. Birds, seals, penguins, and microorganisms thrive in ways that challenge our understanding of survival. And the presence of life here is a whisper, a reminder that even in the harshest conditions, persistence endures. Explorers who have ventured into this frozen empire often speak of an overwhelming feeling, a mix of awe, fear, and insignificance. The vast emptiness stretches beyond comprehension. And yet, in the stillness, there is a pulse, a quiet rhythm that feels almost alive. It is as though the continent itself is breathing, watching, waiting for those who dare to uncover its secrets. But Antarctica is not merely a natural wonder. It is a keeper of mysteries. Ancient maps, some drawn centuries ago, hint at lands south of the known world. Legends tell of lands hidden beneath the ice, of valleys untouched by time, and perhaps even traces of life older than humanity itself. Scientists drilling through ice cores have revealed astonishing things. Air trapped in ice tells the story of the Earth's climate across hundreds of thousands of years. Fossils buried in frozen soil reveal that once, Antarctica was not frozen. It was a green, thriving land. Forests, rivers, and even dinosaurs roamed where today only ice and snow remain. Every rock, every glacier, every snowdrift is a page in Antarctica's book. And yet, most of the pages remain unread. The continent resists, hiding its secrets beneath layers of ice, challenging us to discover, to understand, to imagine. As you listen, let your mind drift across this frozen empire. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a glacier, watching icebergs calve into the sea with a deafening crash. Feel the wind against your face. Hear the faint, eerie groan of the ice shifting beneath the snow. Sense the vastness of the land and the knowledge it keeps locked away. Antarctica is a continent of extremes, of beauty and danger, of silence and the whispers of the unknown. And as we continue this journey, we will step even deeper into the mysteries buried beneath ice, into the legends of hidden civilizations, secret bases, and uncharted life, into the forbidden knowledge that has made Antarctica one of the most captivating and enigmatic places on Earth. Take a moment, breathe. Let the icy winds of Antarctica brush across your imagination, and prepare yourself for the secrets that lie ahead. As we step further into the frozen empire of Antarctica, we begin to understand that this continent is not just a place of ice, but a vault of ancient secrets hidden from the world for millennia. Beneath the ice, scientists have discovered astonishing things. Layers of ice trap air, dust, and sometimes even fragments of life from hundreds of thousands of years ago. Through these frozen records, we can glimpse a time when Antarctica was not white, when it was green, lush, and teeming with life. Imagine it, forests stretching across vast valleys, rivers flowing into oceans warm and inviting, dinosaurs roaming plains that are now frozen deserts, birds, insects, and mammals moving across fertile land, leaving traces that were eventually buried under snow and ice. In some of the oldest ice cores, scientists have found pollen and plant remnants that tell us the climate was once warm, even tropical. Fossils of prehistoric trees and plants have been unearthed, reminding us that nothing is permanent, not even continents, not even climates. And then there are the strange formations. Rock outcrops pushed up by glaciers, shaped in ways that defy simple explanation. Some resemble walls, terraces, or structures, as if crafted by intelligent hands long ago. Could they be natural? Perhaps. But the human imagination cannot help but wonder, what if these shapes are remnants of something far older than recorded history? Maps from centuries past add fuel to the mystery. Ancient cartographers sketched lands south of the known world, lands that today are buried under ice. One map, the Pyre Reis map from 1513, hints at coastlines that match Antarctica before it was frozen. Could explorers long ago have glimpsed the edges of a continent yet hidden in ice? Or were these mere speculations, whispers of knowledge lost to time? Stories persist of fossilized forests discovered beneath the ice. Entire ecosystems, preserved perfectly, frozen as if by magic. And not only plants, fossils of marine life, ancient fish, and even large land animals show that life once thrived here in ways that challenge our understanding. Some legends go further, speaking of ancient civilizations. Civilizations that may have existed in Antarctica before the ice claimed it. The stories are vague, mystical, and often dismissed by science. But they persist, whispered in obscure texts, in maps, and in the dreams of explorers. In the early 20th century, as expeditions reached deeper into Antarctica, Explorers reported unusual phenomena. Strange formations, perfectly geometric shapes in rock, valleys that seemed artificially structured, and objects partially buried in ice that did not resemble natural stones. Skeptics call them coincidence. Perhaps they are. Yet the human mind cannot ignore patterns. We are drawn to them, compelled to question, to imagine, to seek hidden meaning. Then there are the lakes beneath the ice. Subglacial lakes, trapped under kilometers of ice, untouched for millions of years. Lakes like Lake Vostok, where the water has remained liquid beneath the ice, isolated from the world above for eons. Some scientists believe these lakes may contain life forms completely unknown to us, organisms that have evolved in total darkness, surviving extreme pressure and cold. And what if, just beneath these lakes, lie remnants of something more extraordinary than life? What if ancient artifacts, structures, even traces of prehistoric knowledge, remain preserved, waiting to be discovered? Antarctica is full of anomalies, magnetic irregularities in the rock, unusual heat flows, subsurface radar images that hint at structures hidden deep beneath ice sheets. Every discovery leads to more questions than answers, each mystery layering upon the next, creating a tapestry of intrigue that stretches beyond the imagination. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect is time itself. The ice preserves history like a perfect museum. It traps air bubbles from ancient atmospheres, allowing us to measure carbon dioxide, temperature, and climate cycles going back hundreds of thousands of years. The ice remembers what we have forgotten. It keeps a record of the Earth's heartbeat, its rise and fall, its moments of calm and chaos. And yet, Antarctica resists. Its secrets are not freely given. To uncover them requires courage, precision, and patience. Many have tried and failed. Expeditions vanish, instruments fail, the continent's extreme conditions claim even the best prepared explorers. The silence of Antarctica is not empty, it is watchful, protective, eternal. Imagine standing at the edge of an ancient glacier. Beneath your feet, ice that has existed for millions of years stretches endlessly. Above, clouds swirl, snow drifts in ghostly patterns, and the wind carries the sound of cracking ice like whispers of the past. Every step you take may uncover a fragment of a story that has been waiting, a story older than any written text, older than any civilization remembered by humanity. Some researchers suggest that Antarctica may hold traces of a civilization lost to time. Civilizations whose knowledge, technology, and culture have been frozen and forgotten. Evidence is subtle. Strange mineral formations, buried fossils, inexplicable anomalies, but persistent. Could they be the ancestors of the legends of Atlantis, Lemuria, or other lost continents? Or is it all coincidence, misinterpretation, and imagination? And still, the fascination remains. Humanity is drawn to Antarctica not only for science, but for the promise of discovery, for the thrill of touching the unknown, for the hope that beneath the ice, something extraordinary waits. As we drift further into this frozen world, imagine the hidden valleys, the sunken rivers, the fossilized forests, and the possible remnants of civilizations, locked away beneath layers of ice. Listen to the wind, hear the ice groan, and feel the weight of time pressing down, reminding us that we are mere visitors in a realm far older than ourselves. Antarctica is not a place to conquer, it is a place to respect, to explore gently, to uncover with care. It challenges us to think, to dream, to imagine the impossible. And as we continue this journey, we will step even deeper toward the forbidden knowledge, secret bases, and unexplained phenomena that have made this continent a magnet for mystery and speculation. Take a moment, breathe. Let your mind drift across the frozen plains. Picture the glaciers stretching endlessly, the hidden valleys beneath the ice, the subglacial lakes untouched by sunlight for millions of years. And know that every mystery we uncover is only the beginning, for Antarctica is a continent that whispers, and always keeps some secrets hidden. As we journey deeper into Antarctica, the landscape changes, not in its cold or vastness, but in the sense that something unnatural might be hidden beneath the ice. Throughout history, Antarctica has drawn the curious, the brave, and the ambitious. Governments, explorers, and secretive organizations have ventured here, not always to study ice or penguins, but to pursue knowledge that few dare to seek. One of the earliest and most sensational expeditions occurred during the 1930s. Nazi Germany, fascinated by myths of lost civilizations and advanced technologies, sent teams to the Antarctic coast. They sought a place isolated, unclaimed, a land where research could proceed in secrecy. Some reports speak of strange structures, foundations partially buried in ice, and the discovery of unusual minerals. Then came Operation High Jump, the massive U.S. Navy expedition of 1946 to 47. Thousands of men, ships, and aircraft ventured into the frozen South. Officially, the mission was about training and scientific research. Unofficially, rumors say it was a reconnaissance operation. Pilots reported strange radar readings, unexplained obstacles, and in some accounts, mysterious objects that moved faster than anything man-made. These accounts, shrouded in secrecy, fueled speculation. Were there hidden bases beneath the ice, remnants of civilizations older than history itself? Or even secret installations created during wartime, designed to remain concealed from the world? Some believe that beneath kilometers of ice lie tunnels and cities, large enough to house thousands, constructed with precision that modern engineers would struggle to replicate. Reports describe perfectly aligned corridors, geometric chambers, and strange inscriptions etched into walls, frozen in time, untouched for centuries. Legends even suggest that the Nazis discovered remnants of ancient technology, artifacts not of this era, perhaps even not of this world. Could these have been used to power secret machines, or to experiment with energies unknown to modern science? The stories are sensational, certainly, but in Antarctica, fact and legend often blur. In recent decades, satellite imagery and radar surveys have revealed anomalies beneath the ice. Some appear as pyramid-like shapes, others as rectangles or circular structures, impossible to explain as natural formations. While mainstream science often attributes these to geology, the imagination of humankind cannot resist the allure of mystery. And it is not only human curiosity that has stirred these secrets. Antarctica's extreme conditions have preserved the past in ways unimaginable. Artifacts frozen in ice can remain intact for millennia, untouched by weather or decay. An ancient tool, a fossilized structure, a mineral with unknown properties, all waiting to be discovered by those willing to brave the cold and the isolation. Some whistleblowers and fringe researchers claim that governments continue to explore Antarctica in secret. They speak of bases monitored by radar, drones, and ice-penetrating sensors. Some sites are said to be protected with warnings, unexplained closures, or restricted areas. Travelers and scientists have occasionally reported strange lights in remote regions, sudden shifts in weather patterns, and unusual magnetic disturbances. Imagine standing at the edge of one of these areas. Beneath your feet, ice stretches for kilometers, concealing what may lie underneath. A slight hum vibrates in the air, perhaps from shifting ice, or perhaps from a hidden engine. The wind howls like a warning, yet there is also a pulse. A sense that knowledge, long forbidden, waits just beneath the surface. Some researchers speculate that the Antarctic ice conceals technologies lost to time. Advanced energy devices, machines that manipulate gravity or magnetism, and perhaps even machines designed for flight. The idea is not entirely fanciful. Ancient civilizations on Earth have been credited with architectural and astronomical achievements that modern humans can barely replicate. If remnants of such civilizations exist in Antarctica, it is plausible that some of their knowledge might remain hidden beneath the ice. And then there are the stories of underground cities. Explorers have occasionally reported hearing echoes where none should exist. seeing faint lights through ice tunnels, and encountering formations that seem artificially aligned. Could these be natural caves? Or could they be chambers designed for habitation, experimentation, or observation? The very idea sends shivers down the spine, for the concept of a human, or non-human, presence beneath kilometers of ice is both terrifying and exhilarating. Antarctica is a place where reality and imagination intertwine. It demands respect, but it also tempts the daring. The thought of hidden knowledge, forgotten by time, preserved by ice, is irresistible. It whispers to those who dream of discovery, promising insights that could reshape our understanding of history, science, and even ourselves. Consider the implications. If advanced technologies once existed here before the continent was fully glaciated, what happened to them? Were they lost forever, buried under ice and snow? Or do they still exist, lying dormant, waiting for someone to uncover their secrets? Some theorists even suggest that Antarctica may be a repository of knowledge from beyond our world. Ancient civilizations, perhaps alien in origin, leaving behind structures, tools, and wisdom. While these ideas are extraordinary, the very extremity of the continent seems to invite the extraordinary. Its harshness protects secrets, its isolation preserves them, its mystery invites speculation. And yet, we must temper fascination with caution. Those who have dared too much have faced consequences. Expeditions lost, equipment destroyed, and lives endangered. The forbidden continent does not reveal its secrets easily, and perhaps it never will. As we drift through this frozen expanse in our minds, imagine sliding silently across glaciers toward a hidden entrance. A narrow tunnel carved perfectly into the ice, leading to a vast chamber. Inside, glowing crystals illuminate walls inscribed with unknown symbols. Instruments of ancient design hum faintly, their purpose lost to time. The air is cold yet charged with energy. And in that silence, the knowledge of ages whispers just beyond comprehension. Perhaps some secrets are meant to remain hidden. Perhaps Antarctica is a guardian, preserving the mysteries of a world before ours. And yet, even in that thought, there is exhilaration. For the possibility exists that beneath the ice, the impossible awaits. Take a moment. Imagine the ice stretching above and around you. The wind blows like a sentinel, warning and guiding simultaneously. And in the stillness, know this: Antarctica is more than frozen land. It is a place of hidden knowledge, forbidden experiments, and secrets that challenge reality itself. The forbidden continent beckons, not only with ice and snow, but with the promise of understanding what has been lost, what has been hidden, and what perhaps should never be found. Breathe deeply. Let the icy air fill your imagination. Feel the weight of history pressing beneath the surface. And know that as we continue, we are moving closer to the unknown, closer to life that defies logic, phenomena that defy explanation, and mysteries that may remain hidden forever, or reveal themselves one shiver at a time. As we venture further into Antarctica, the landscape appears almost lifeless. Vast white plains stretch endlessly, glaciers groan, and the wind cuts like a blade. At first glance, it seems impossible that life could exist here. Yet beneath the ice, within frozen lakes and cracks of rock, and beneath the surface snow, life persists in extraordinary, unimaginable forms. Consider the microscopic world first. Microorganisms, bacteria, and archaea survive in temperatures far below what we consider habitable. In brine channels trapped in sea ice, in lakes sealed under kilometers of ice, they metabolize, reproduce, and evolve in total darkness. Some of these organisms have adapted for millions of years, never seeing the sun, never feeling warmth, surviving extreme pressure, and thriving where nothing else can. And then there are the larger inhabitants of this frozen realm. Penguins, of course, majestic, resilient, moving with elegance across ice and snow. Seals huddle in colonies, enduring blizzards with astonishing endurance. But Antarctica's life is not only surface-bound. Beneath the ice, in hidden underwater worlds, strange creatures swim, some so alien in appearance that they could be mistaken for something from another planet. Deep-sea fish with transparent skin, shrimp that glow like living lanterns, and sponges that have survived for thousands of years, reveal the astonishing adaptability of life. These species evolved in isolation, shaped by extreme cold and perpetual darkness. They remind us that life is not only resilient, it is clever, cunning, and capable of thriving in places we once believed impossible. Some legends and unverified reports go further, speaking of creatures thought extinct, prehistoric animals preserved beneath the ice, stories of enormous reptiles or unknown beasts, glimpsed in remote subglacial lakes, or swimming in the dark, deep oceanic trenches surrounding the continent. Mainstream science is cautious, skeptical. Yet even a small possibility ignites wonder, feeding the human imagination. Antarctica is also home to remarkable adaptations. Birds huddle together, forming living heat shields. Seals store fat, slowing metabolism to endure months of fasting. Microbes survive radiation from the sun reflected off ice. Everything here exists in a delicate balance, a dance between survival and the merciless environment. And then we must consider the hidden ecosystems beneath the ice sheet. Subglacial lakes, like Lake Vostok and Lake Whillans, harbor entire biospheres cut off from the surface world for millions of years. Scientists have discovered organisms here that defy expectations. Bacteria that consume minerals instead of organic matter, organisms capable of metabolizing methane, and life forms so unique they challenge the very definition of life itself. Imagine diving into one of these lakes, a vast, dark expanse sealed for eons. You descend in a specially designed vehicle, piercing the icy ceiling. Below, the water is black, yet glimmers with bioluminescent life. Creatures float in slow, mesmerizing movements, their forms strange, translucent, and almost alien. Some seem to glide effortlessly, as if understanding the rhythm of the water better than any human could. Beyond the known, there are tales whispered among explorers and researchers. Reports of shadows moving beneath the ice, of enormous shapes glimpsed briefly in sonar scans, of something alive that cannot be categorized, classified, or explained. Could they be undiscovered species, enormous aquatic mammals, or perhaps remnants of prehistoric life? We do not know. And perhaps that is the beauty, the thrill, the fear. Antarctica challenges our assumptions about life. It teaches that survival is not only possible in extreme conditions, but that life can thrive in forms we cannot imagine. Its ecosystems are small, fragile, and extraordinarily complex. Every organism, from the tiniest microbe to the largest seal, is a testament to adaptation, resilience, and the mysterious ingenuity of nature. And yet, the most captivating possibility is still out there. Legends speak of creatures that were once thought to inhabit Earth long ago, preserved in ice, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. Stories circulate of giant reptiles, enormous birds, and other beings from prehistoric eras, living in hidden valleys or subglacial caves, completely isolated from human eyes. Explorers recount moments of uncanny unease, hearing faint sounds beneath the snow, sensing movement where no wind blows, catching glimpses of shadows that vanish before recognition. In a place as isolated and inhospitable as Antarctica, the mind is sharpened, senses heightened, and every anomaly becomes magnified. It is here, in the extremes of life and unseen creatures, that Antarctica becomes almost mythic. The continent is not simply frozen and barren. It is alive in ways we are only beginning to understand. It holds secrets not only of what has survived, but of what may have persisted long after we thought it gone. Think of the possibilities. Creatures unknown to science, hidden ecosystems, microbial life surviving against all odds, and perhaps, in some secret valley beneath the ice, something truly extraordinary, something that could rewrite the story of life on Earth. As you listen, let your mind drift into the darkness beneath the ice. Picture the frozen lakes, the tunnels of glaciers, the deep, dark oceans surrounding the continent. Imagine life that has evolved without sunlight, without warmth, yet with astonishing beauty, moving in silent harmony with an environment that seems impossible to survive in. Antarctica is more than a land of ice. It is a land of life that defies logic, of ecosystems that challenge understanding, and of mysteries that fuel imagination, curiosity, and wonder. And as we continue, we will move from the living wonders of the frozen continent to its role as a witness of climate, catastrophe, and ancient warnings, revealing lessons from the past that may guide humanity's future. Breathe deeply. Feel the cold brush across your imagination. Listen to the whisper of life beneath the ice. And remember, even in the harshest, most desolate places, existence finds a way. Antarctica is alive, and it watches. As we leave the extremes of life behind, we now turn our attention to the very history of the Earth, recorded meticulously in the frozen vaults of Antarctica. Beneath the glaciers and ice sheets lies a record spanning hundreds of thousands of years. A chronicle of climate, catastrophe, and lessons written by nature itself. Antarctica is a storyteller. Its ice layers are pages in a book, each one holding trapped air bubbles, dust, pollen, and chemical traces. Scientists call them ice cores, but they are far more than mere samples. They are time capsules. Each layer tells of a world that once existed, climates that shifted, oceans that rose and fell, and life that struggled to adapt. Imagine peeling back these layers in your mind. Some layers are pure white, representing long, stable winters. Others are darker, dusty, infused with volcanic ash, evidence of massive eruptions that shook the globe. In these silent records, the Earth speaks. It tells of warmth that allowed forests to flourish where now only ice reigns. It tells of ice ages that arrived suddenly, swallowing ecosystems whole. It tells of storms and winds so fierce that no human could survive. Fossils buried beneath ice reveal astonishing truths. Once, Antarctica was home to giant ferns, towering trees, and rivers that teemed with life. Dinosaurs roamed the land, leaving footprints that have been preserved in sedimentary rock. Fish swam in rivers that are now frozen beneath glaciers. And mammals hunted or grazed in forests that disappeared millions of years ago. The ice is both a preserver and a warning. It preserves evidence of past climate catastrophes, but it also warns us of the fragility of life in the face of sudden change. Patterns emerge, warming periods followed by sudden freezing, volcanic eruptions triggering global upheaval, oceans rising, swallowing coastlines, reshaping the continents. In some ancient ice, scientists have even found evidence of methane bursts, sudden shifts in temperature, and rapid changes in atmospheric composition. These events were catastrophic for life at the time, and they remind us that the Earth's stability is never guaranteed. Consider the ice shelves along Antarctica's coasts. They are massive floating extensions of the glaciers, sometimes hundreds of meters thick, stretching far out into the ocean. When they collapse, it is not gradual, it can be catastrophic. Entire regions of ice can break apart in massive waves, sending icebergs into the sea, and affecting ocean currents across the globe. And there are the subglacial lakes, hidden beneath kilometers of ice. These lakes are isolated ecosystems, yet they may hold clues to past catastrophes. Sediment in the lakes reveals layers of ash, pollen, and microbes that survived extreme climate events. It is a warning. Life can endure, but only if it adapts. Throughout history, Antarctica has been reshaped by enormous forces. Glaciers advanced and retreated, oceans rose and fell. And yet beneath the ice, evidence of life and civilization may have been preserved untouched. Some researchers speculate that sudden climate shifts in Antarctica may have influenced human history. Could melting ice and rising seas have flooded ancient coastal civilizations? Could sudden cold snaps have forced migrations or triggered extinctions? While we do not have all the answers, Antarctica is a frozen archive of possibilities. It whispers of patterns we ignore at our peril. And yet, humanity continues to explore this continent, almost as if challenging the warnings written in ice. We drill, dig, and measure, uncovering fragments of the past. Every discovery reminds us that Earth is alive, that its history is written not in books, but in ice, stone, and the fossilized remains of what once was. But the warnings go beyond climate. The ice holds secrets of catastrophic events that may be far stranger than we imagine. Some anomalies in ice cores suggest sudden, unexplained temperature spikes. Others indicate rapid changes in ocean salinity and currents. Could these have been caused by volcanic eruptions, by meteor impacts, or by forces we do not yet understand? Antarctica is a land of extremes, a place where nature's power is magnified. Glaciers move with unstoppable force, icebergs crash into the ocean with terrifying energy, and storms sweep across the plains with unimaginable fury. These are lessons in humility, reminding us that despite our technology, we remain vulnerable to the Earth's caprices. And yet, amidst the catastrophe, there is resilience. Life endures. Microbes survive. Penguins hatch against the odds. Seals and whales navigate the icy waters. Even humans, with determination and ingenuity, adapt to one of the harshest places on the planet. Antarctica is also a mirror, reflecting our past and our potential future. As ice melts today due to human-induced climate change, the continent warns of rising seas, altered weather patterns, and the fragility of ecosystems worldwide. The history preserved beneath ice is a story we ignore at our own peril. Consider the vast ice sheets once covering Antarctica entirely. As they grew, they captured fossils, pollen, and chemical traces of life. When they melted, they reshaped coastlines, sending waves across oceans. If such events occurred in the past, they could happen again. Antarctica is both a time machine and a cautionary tale. Imagine standing on the edge of an ice cliff, feeling the immense cold, hearing the groan of glaciers as they shift, watching the ocean's waves crash against the frozen shore. Every sound, every crack, every shimmer of sunlight across ice tells a story of catastrophe, resilience, and warning. And it is in these stories that Antarctica becomes almost sacred. Not merely a continent of ice, but a testament to the cycles of life and death, to the fragility of civilizations, and to the enduring mystery of a world far older and stranger than we can comprehend. As you listen, let the enormity of time settle into your mind. Picture the forest that once grew, the creatures that roamed, the ice that advanced and retreated countless times. Feel the power of climate, the consequences of change, and the quiet, patient warnings hidden in every layer of ice. Antarctica teaches us that even in silence, the Earth speaks. It reminds us of the forces beyond our control, and of the fragility of life when confronted with sudden change. And it challenges us to respect, to learn, and to imagine what other secrets might be buried beneath the ice, waiting for the right moment, the right mind, or the right courage to uncover them. Breathe. Let the weight of millennia sink in. Feel the cold, the wind, and the silence. Antarctica is not only a place of ice and snow. It is a teacher, a warning, a chronicle of life, death, and endurance. And as we continue our journey, we move from these frozen lessons to phenomena that challenge our understanding entirely. UFOs, anomalies, and mysteries that hint at the unknown forces shaping this forbidden continent. As we continue our journey through the frozen expanses of Antarctica, we enter a realm where science meets speculation, where the natural world intersects with the extraordinary, and where whispers of the unknown challenge everything we think we know. Antarctica is a land of extremes, yes, but it is also a place where strange phenomena occur with unnerving regularity. Explorers and researchers have reported strange lights hovering over glaciers, mysterious objects moving beneath the ice, and anomalies that defy conventional explanation. Some of these reports date back decades. During Operation High Jump, pilots and sailors reported seeing objects moving at incredible speeds over the ice. Radar readings detected shapes that could not be identified, and some believe these objects were not of human origin. Modern satellite imagery has revealed anomalies beneath the ice sheet. Geometric structures, perfectly aligned formations, and unusual depressions in the ice suggest something beyond natural formation. While skeptics explain these away as coincidences or geological processes, the patterns are tantalizing, precise, and persistent. And then there are the tales of UFOs, unidentified flying objects, over the frozen continent. Witnesses describe glowing lights, sometimes hovering, sometimes moving with astonishing speed. Some claim to have seen triangular or disc-shaped objects disappearing into the sky in an instant. Radar data sometimes confirms objects that appear and vanish without explanation. Could these sightings be related to hidden bases beneath the ice? Some theorists believe so. They speculate that ancient civilizations or even extraterrestrial beings may have left technology hidden beneath glaciers, now occasionally surfacing to be seen. The idea is extraordinary, yet in a place as vast, isolated, and extreme as Antarctica, extraordinary seems entirely possible. Reports are not limited to the sky. There are stories of mysterious sounds echoing beneath the ice. Explorers have recorded low-frequency hums, vibrations, and unexplainable noises in deep subglacial tunnels. Some attribute these to shifting ice, natural resonances, or geological activity. Others suggest a more unsettling possibility, that something alive or once alive remains hidden beneath the surface. Strange lights have also been reported inside research stations. Shadows flicker where no one is present. Equipment malfunctions occur inexplicably. Some researchers report feeling an unexplainable presence, a sensation of being watched in the emptiness of the ice. Consider the anomalous magnetic readings in some regions of Antarctica. These areas produce readings far beyond what is considered normal. Compasses behave erratically. Electronic instruments glitch. Could these areas indicate concentrations of unusual minerals? Or might they point to buried structures of unknown origin? Some fringe researchers go even further, proposing that Antarctica may be a repository of alien artifacts. Pyramidal shapes beneath kilometers of ice, subglacial tunnels of impossible dimensions, and mysterious energy readings suggest hidden technology beyond human understanding. While mainstream science remains skeptical, the allure of such possibilities fuels curiosity and imagination. There are also accounts of anomalous disappearances. Explorers venturing into remote valleys report sudden, inexplicable weather changes, vanishing supplies, and disorientation. In the most extreme cases, entire expeditions have disappeared without a trace. While most can be attributed to nature's harshness, some whisper that Antarctica guards its secrets jealously and does not give them up easily. The idea of a forbidden, monitored continent is compelling. Could hidden bases, natural or artificial, be the source of some of these sightings? Might unknown life forms, perhaps remnants of prehistoric species, occasionally interact with the surface world? And could some phenomena be beyond our current scientific comprehension entirely? Take a moment to imagine standing on the ice at night. The sky is black, pierced with stars. A wind howls across the frozen plains, carrying the distant groan of glaciers. Suddenly, a light appears, glowing, moving with intelligence, vanishing before your eyes can follow. You are alone, or so it seems. Every shadow is elongated by the moonlight. Every sound is amplified in the emptiness, and the unknown watches silently. Even underwater, anomalies persist. Subglacial lakes have produced radar reflections of shapes that appear artificial. Some sonar readings hint at objects far larger than any natural formation, and some scientists speculate these could be massive subglacial structures, perhaps remnants of ancient civilizations or advanced technology hidden beneath the ice. Could Antarctica itself be a stage for events beyond human observation? A place where extraterrestrial and terrestrial history intersect, where nature preserves not only life but also the extraordinary. The possibilities stretch the imagination, yet the evidence, while subtle, persists. And then there are the paranormal accounts. Researchers describe fleeting apparitions in whiteout conditions, strange lights moving across glaciers, and the sensation of being watched by an unseen presence. Some say the continent holds echoes of past lives, imprints of civilizations long gone, and energies that linger waiting to be perceived. Antarctica challenges everything we know. It is a place where physics, biology, and mythology collide, where the impossible becomes plausible, and where every discovery leads to more questions than answers. Imagine wandering through a frozen valley, light shimmering on ice walls, shadows twisting in ways that defy logic. You feel the weight of time pressing down, the presence of something ancient, intelligent, and hidden, and though you cannot see it, you know Antarctica holds more than ice, snow, and wind. It holds secrets. Secrets that have fascinated humanity for decades. Secrets that inspire expeditions, theories, and legends. And secrets that may never be fully revealed, except to those who are patient, persistent, and brave enough to look. As you listen, allow your imagination to explore the anomalies, the strange lights, the hidden structures, the unexplained phenomena. Feel the thrill of the unknown, the exhilaration of standing at the edge of human understanding. Antarctica is not merely a frozen desert. It is a realm of mystery, of wonder, of the extraordinary. And as we continue our journey, we will explore how this forbidden continent has captured the human imagination, inspiring myths, legends, and stories that reach far beyond its icy borders. Breathe deeply. Feel the cold wind of the unknown brush your mind. Know that the forbidden continent watches, and that some secrets are waiting patiently beneath the ice, for the right moment, or the right mind, to uncover them. As we leave the frozen anomalies and hidden phenomena behind, let us turn our gaze to the continent of Antarctica through the lens of human imagination. For centuries, Antarctica has captivated the human mind, not just as a place of ice, but as a symbol, a canvas for stories of mystery, adventure, and the unknown. Before the age of modern exploration, it existed only in maps, myths, and speculation. Cartographers drew lands south of the known world, Terra Australis Incognita, a mysterious continent thought to balance the earth, yet unseen by human eyes. Writers, dreamers, and explorers alike filled the unknown south with stories. Some imagined thriving civilizations beneath glaciers. Others envisioned monstrous creatures roaming frozen plains. The idea of Antarctica became intertwined with lost worlds, Atlantis, Lemuria, or other forgotten realms. It was a place where imagination and possibility converged. Even today, literature and film continue to draw inspiration from this icy frontier. Stories of hidden cities, secret experiments, and encounters with strange life forms all take root in the extreme, surreal, and almost alien environment of Antarctica. From pulp adventure novels to modern thrillers, the continent's mystique remains irresistible. Art and photography capture the continent's stark beauty. Crystal-clear ice cliffs reflecting sunlight like prisms, windswept plateaus under auroras that paint the sky in colors beyond imagination, and the eerie silence of a landscape untouched by civilization. In these images, Antarctica becomes a symbol of both danger and wonder, a place of extremes that inspires awe, fear, and endless curiosity. Scientists, too, become storytellers when interpreting the continent. Each ice core is a narrative, each fossil a chapter, each anomaly a mysterious footnote in the history of our planet. Through research, Antarctica's frozen story merges with human curiosity, blurring the line between fact and imagination. In the realm of speculation, Antarctica fuels the mind in profound ways. Legends of lost civilizations buried beneath ice, ancient technologies preserved for millennia, and even extraterrestrial connections all invite wonder and contemplation. The continent becomes not only a physical place but a metaphor, the unknown waiting just beyond the reach of understanding. Consider the explorers of the early 20th century. Figures like Ernest Shackleton and Roald Amundsen ventured into the unknown, their courage and endurance inspiring countless stories. Their real-life journeys are themselves mythic, tales of survival against impossible odds, of men battling storms, glaciers, and isolation, embodying the human drive to confront the unknown. Even popular culture cannot resist the pull of Antarctica. From movies portraying mysterious icebound landscapes, to novels imagining hidden cities and secret experiments, the continent has become a stage where imagination thrives, where the impossible seems possible and the unseen feels real. But perhaps most fascinating is how Antarctica inspires reflection. Its silence forces contemplation, its vastness humbles the mind, and its extreme conditions provoke awe at the resilience of life. The continent encourages us to consider not only what is hidden, but what is possible, beyond our current knowledge, beyond our immediate perception. The myths and stories surrounding Antarctica often mirror humanity's deepest fears and hopes. A lost civilization beneath ice may reflect our longing for discovery, while legends of monstrous creatures may reveal our fear of the unknown. And perhaps, just perhaps, Antarctica holds truths that exceed even our wildest imagination. From ancient maps to modern films, the continent has been immortalized in imagination. A place of extremes, of mystery, and of hidden possibility. Its icy plains, glaciers, and mountains are more than physical features. They are symbols, representing humanity's fascination with what lies beyond, the eternal quest to explore, understand, and dream. And as we ponder the power of imagination, we must also consider its influence on science. Many of the discoveries in Antarctica began as dreams, ideas that something extraordinary might exist. Explorers ventured south because maps suggested unknown lands, and scientists drilled ice cores because the possibility of preserved history beckoned. Imagination leads and discovery follows. Even now, as satellites scan the continent, as subglacial lakes are explored, and as anomalies are mapped beneath the ice, the human mind continues to speculate, wonder, and dream. Antarctica remains an intersection of reality and fantasy, a place where imagination thrives. Because the unknown is never fully revealed. Let us visualize it, a lone explorer standing on a glacier, auroras dancing overhead in green, purple, and gold, the wind carrying the whispers of centuries, of hidden worlds, of mysteries untold. Every crack in the ice, every shadow, every distant ridge is a prompt for the imagination, a story waiting to be told, a secret waiting to be discovered. In this way, Antarctica becomes timeless. Its physical presence is vast and ancient, but its power over the human imagination is eternal. It challenges, inspires, and humbles. It reminds us that there are places on Earth still beyond understanding, and that the pursuit of knowledge is inseparable from the pursuit of wonder. And so, as we approach the final chapters of our journey, we carry with us not only the secrets of ice, life, and phenomena, but also the stories that humans have imagined, the legends that have shaped our curiosity, and the eternal fascination with a continent that guards its truths with icy resolve. Antarctica is more than land. It is a dream, a mystery, a challenge. It is a canvas for the human mind, and a reminder that some of the most extraordinary places on Earth are those that remain in part unknown. Breathe deeply. Feel the icy winds across your mind. Let your imagination stretch across glaciers, icebergs, hidden lakes, and mysterious valleys. Antarctica is alive in memory, imagination, and possibility, and it invites you to dream, to wonder, to explore. As we reach the final chapters of our journey through the forbidden continent, we are faced with a profound realization. Antarctica is more than ice, more than life, more than mystery. It is a teacher, a guardian, and a mirror reflecting both the past and the potential future of humanity. Every layer of ice holds secrets. Every subglacial lake preserves life that has adapted in ways we cannot imagine. Every anomaly, every strange formation, whispers of truths hidden for millennia. The continent guards knowledge not only of Earth's history, but perhaps of knowledge itself. Knowledge that challenges our assumptions, our understanding, and our imagination. What lessons does Antarctica offer? First, the lesson of patience. The ice does not reveal its secrets quickly or easily. Centuries, even millennia, have passed before explorers or scientists glimpse fragments of what lies beneath. Patience is not simply waiting, it is observing, respecting, and learning from the rhythm of nature. Second, Antarctica teaches humility. Standing on glaciers, facing storms, or contemplating the vastness of the ice sheet, we realize how small we are in the grand scale of time and space. The continent does not bend to human will. It survives the rise and fall of civilizations, the advance of technology, and the whims of curiosity. It reminds us that life, knowledge, and the world itself are far greater than our limited understanding. Third, the continent warns of fragility. The fossilized forests, the preserved ecosystems, the ice cores documenting past catastrophes, all remind us that life can endure, yet it can also vanish in an instant. Civilizations may rise and fall, climates may shift, and ecosystems may collapse. Antarctica holds the evidence of these cycles, and it asks us to consider our place within them. And finally, Antarctica teaches wonder. Its anomalies, its hidden lakes, its extreme life, and its enduring mysteries ignite the imagination and expand the horizon of possibility. It calls to those who dream, who explore, who seek to understand the unknown. It is a reminder that curiosity is not merely a desire, it is the force that drives discovery, that shapes human history, and that propels us toward the extraordinary. Yet, perhaps the most compelling lesson lies in its forbidden nature. Antarctica is a continent largely untouched, isolated, and extreme. It challenges the human instinct to dominate, to control, to conquer. Instead, it demands respect. Its secrets are not to be plundered recklessly. Its mysteries are not to be dismissed lightly. In this, Antarctica mirrors life itself, fragile, complex, and infinitely profound. Consider the hidden structures and anomalies beneath the ice. Could they be remnants of ancient civilizations? Could they hold technologies or knowledge lost to time? Or are they natural formations, perfectly shaped by forces we do not yet comprehend? We do not know. And perhaps we are not meant to know, at least not yet. Antarctica's lessons extend beyond science and exploration. They reach into philosophy, ethics, and human responsibility. We are witnesses to a world older than any human memory, and we carry the responsibility to treat it with care, curiosity, and humility. Every expedition, every study, every discovery is a dialogue with the past, a conversation with forces far greater than ourselves. And so, as we reflect on the forbidden continent, we understand that its allure lies not only in what it hides, but in what it teaches about the human spirit. Courage, curiosity, humility, patience, and wonder. These are the true treasures Antarctica offers. Imagine standing on a frozen plateau. The auroras painting the sky in green, purple, and gold, the ice groaning beneath your feet, and feeling the weight of time, of history, of mysteries that stretch beyond comprehension. Here, humanity confronts the extraordinary, and in that confrontation we learn, we grow, and we dream. Antarctica is a frontier not only of geography but of the mind. Its secrets are forbidden not to frustrate but to inspire. Its mysteries challenge us to think beyond the ordinary, to imagine beyond the possible, and to confront the unknown with courage and respect. And as we step back from this frozen expanse, we carry with us the knowledge that Antarctica is more than a place. It is a story, a teacher, and a mirror. It reminds us of what has been, what may be, and what is always just beyond our understanding. Take a moment, breathe, Let the silence of glaciers fill your mind. Let the mysteries beneath the ice awaken your imagination. And remember that the forbidden continent does not yield its secrets easily, but the pursuit of knowledge, wonder, and understanding is a journey worth taking. As we stand at the edge of the frozen world, after journeying through its ancient mysteries, extreme life, secret bases, climate history, anomalies, and the boundless imagination it inspires, we begin to sense that Antarctica is not only a window into the past, it is a mirror reflecting the future. Everything we have explored so far, the fossils preserved beneath kilometers of ice, the hidden lakes brimming with unseen life, the anomalies that defy explanation, the legends whispered for centuries, all point to one undeniable truth: Antarctica holds knowledge not just of what was, but of what may yet be. The ice itself is alive with information. Every layer is a record of climate cycles, catastrophic events, and adaptations of life. When humanity studies these layers, we do more than measure temperature or carbon dioxide. We learn lessons about resilience, about the consequences of change, and about the fragile balance that sustains life on Earth. And yet, the continent has always been more than science. It is a place where imagination, legend, and speculation meet reality. From ancient maps hinting at unknown lands, to explorers encountering extreme conditions, to the rumors of secret bases and unexplained phenomena, Antarctica reminds us that the unknown is not only outside of ourselves, it is within our minds. Now, let us imagine the possibilities that lie ahead. What happens when the ice continues to melt, revealing not only the secrets of the past, but also opportunities and dangers for the future? Glaciers that have preserved fossils, ancient microorganisms, and potential artifacts for millions of years are now receding. The hidden subglacial lakes, once completely sealed from the world, are slowly becoming accessible to human exploration. And the anomalies we have mapped may soon be within reach of technology that can probe deeper than ever before. Consider the life forms hidden beneath the ice. Microbes isolated for millennia may interact with modern ecosystems for the first time. Could these organisms hold clues to new medicines, to energy solutions, or to environmental adaptation? Or could they be hazardous, revealing pathogens that humanity has never encountered before? Antarctica is at the threshold of becoming not only a laboratory of knowledge, but a frontier where discovery carries immense responsibility. And then there is the potential for technological revelations. If some of the anomalous structures beneath the ice, pyramids, tunnels, or unusual mineral formations, turn out to be remnants of ancient civilizations or advanced technology, the implications for humanity are staggering. What knowledge might we uncover about energy, engineering, or even consciousness itself? Could these discoveries reshape our understanding of human history? Or even challenge our perception of reality itself? The extreme conditions of the continent also serve as a test of human ingenuity. Research stations, expeditions, and remote technologies must withstand storms, sub-zero temperatures, and isolation. The lessons learned here may guide humanity in adapting to other extreme environments, deep oceans, deserts, and even outer space. Antarctica is, in this sense, a training ground for survival on the edge of what is possible. But the continent's mysteries are not purely scientific. They are intertwined with human imagination and myth. The legends of lost civilizations, the accounts of UFOs and unexplained phenomena, and the cultural fascination with hidden knowledge, all suggest that Antarctica has always been more than a place. It is an idea, a symbol of the unknown. And as we continue to explore it, we bring both science and imagination together. The geopolitical future of Antarctica also looms large. As ice melts and resources become more accessible, nations may compete for control of land, minerals, or scientific advantage. Yet the Antarctic Treaty, established to preserve the continent for peace and science, reminds us of the importance of cooperation over conquest. The decisions humanity makes today will shape not only the preservation of this frozen world, but also the ethical framework for exploration and stewardship in the centuries to come. There are also environmental warnings to consider. The ice sheets of Antarctica contain enough frozen water to raise global sea levels dramatically. Glacial melt today is not just a local issue. It affects coastlines, ecosystems, and human populations worldwide. Antarctica teaches us that even the most remote places are connected to our shared future, and that ignorance or inaction carries profound consequences. Let us also imagine what we may yet discover beneath the surface. The hidden lakes may contain life forms completely unknown to science, perhaps even organisms capable of surviving extreme conditions we thought impossible. Subglacial tunnels and formations may reveal clues to past human activity, or to technologies and knowledge we have yet to understand. And anomalies in magnetic and gravitational readings hint that some areas may conceal forces beyond current comprehension. Antarctica is not static. It is dynamic, alive in its own way, evolving over millennia. Its frozen deserts hold lessons in patience and endurance. Its preserved ecosystems show the delicate balance that sustains life. Its anomalies challenge our perception of what is natural or possible. And its legends remind us that human imagination has always sought to touch the unknown. As we contemplate this hidden future, we see Antarctica as a crossroads. It is a bridge between the past and the future, between science and myth, between knowledge and imagination. It is a place where humanity's curiosity meets the planet's secrets, and where the consequences of our actions will ripple across the globe. Imagine a world where we finally unlock the greatest secrets of Antarctica, where subglacial cities, ancient technologies, or unknown life forms are revealed. What responsibilities will come with such knowledge? Will it be used for the advancement of humanity, or will greed and ambition overshadow wisdom? The continent itself, timeless and vast, seems to silently observe our choices. Even as we dream of discovery, we must acknowledge the limitations of our understanding. For every secret revealed, there may be 10 more hidden beneath kilometers of ice. The more we learn, the more we realize how much remains unknown. This is the paradox of Antarctica. It offers both answers and endless questions, a puzzle that stretches beyond the boundaries of human imagination. And yet, the allure is irresistible. Antarctica calls not only to explorers and scientists, but to dreamers, philosophers, and visionaries. It challenges us to confront the unknown with courage, respect, and humility. It inspires us to imagine, to explore, and to preserve. In this sense, Antarctica is a teacher for the future. It reminds humanity that curiosity must be tempered with responsibility. It warns that power and knowledge carry consequences. And it inspires us to continue seeking, questioning, and dreaming, because the forbidden continent is not merely a place on a map. It is a frontier of the mind, a mirror of the earth, and a guide for what may lie ahead. As we conclude this chapter, let us envision the next centuries of Antarctic exploration. Advanced technology will allow us to probe deeper, drill further, and observe more precisely. New life forms may be discovered. Anomalies may be revealed as structures, machines, or forces beyond current understanding. And humanity's imagination will continue to merge with reality, pushing the boundaries of what we know and what we believe to be possible. Antarctica teaches us to look forward, not only to the next discovery, but to the ethical, philosophical, and environmental questions it raises. It reminds us that some secrets are meant to challenge us, that the unknown is as valuable as the known, and that our future may well depend on how we respect the lessons hidden in ice, silence, and time. Take a moment, breathe deeply. Picture the glaciers, the hidden lakes, the ice-covered mountains stretching endlessly. Imagine life persisting in impossible places, secrets preserved for millennia, and mysteries yet to be unveiled. Antarctica is a continent frozen in time, yet profoundly connected to the future of humanity. Its lessons are eternal, its mysteries inexhaustible, and its allure irresistible. The forbidden continent waits. It observes. and it challenges us to continue the journey, through science, imagination, and responsibility, toward a future shaped by the secrets we uncover and the wisdom we gain. And so, dear listener, you have journeyed with me, the Sleepy Doctor, across the frozen expanses of Antarctica, through ancient mysteries, hidden life, strange phenomena, and the very edge of imagination. If this journey captivated you, if the mysteries of Antarctica stirred your curiosity, then show your support. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and join our growing community of explorers and dreamers. I post new videos multiple times per week, taking you on journeys through history, science, mystery, and the unknown. Remember, the world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered, and the Forbidden Continent is only one of many places that hold secrets, stories, and inspiration. Stay curious, stay brave, and continue exploring with your mind open and your imagination alive. Until our next adventure, sleep well, dream deeply, and remember, the world is vast, mysterious, and waiting for those who dare to look.